Hello and welcome, RCSchim in the hangar. This time a bit of an unconventional gimmick here. It's a Bluetooth pixel art retro style computer thingy. Decide later if you need this in your life. This is the source of the bass, the high tone speaker. One thing that I really like though is the sound it makes when turning off. You find links in the description to their website. I think they started the campaign on Indiegogo recently, so it should be available already. Don't ask me about the price, check the info. I think $50 or $60. It's not too expensive. Okay, sound comparison time. Let me increase the volume a bit. So I think it's quite clear that if you just want sound, get something like this here. It will be easier to operate. But of course on the style department, you win with the Divoom. Down here we have a micro SD slot, the power button, USB-C connector to charge. Long press it. And it gives you this nice start animation. Of course you can modify this, so you can customize this. And for me it defaults to the clock. Then we have a menu button. This is the game mode, the design mode, settings, clock, and sound. The star button switches through your channels. This is supposed to be the light mode, where this thing acts just like a color light. You can adjust the color. Here you can see all the different animated pixel art things that they suggest. Of course, this has to come from your phone. The button pressing is very satisfying, so that's like a really good mechanical keyboard here. Unfortunately it only has 6 buttons and a joystick. Yeah, the joystick will come to it soon. You can take it for play and pause on the music, for example. So let's head to the games. Yeah, the resolution of course is a bit low. This should be Tetris. I don't know. That's Breakout. That might be the Warm game. Or Tron. Yeah, I have to admit I only played Tetris a bit out of nostalgia. So why not playing it? So you can minus, that's the thing fall down, plus turns it, and these buttons move it. So I mean, this is like a nice gimmick. And here is where I first noticed that the button presses don't always do what I like them to do. Like now. No, that was my fault. Okay, so you get the idea of Tetris, I guess. Oh, with the joystick you can also turn it. The joystick is a single button, it's just pressing it down. Go into the design mode. So what can we do here? Yeah, this is a bit... forget the design mode. You can draw around, but of course you wanna do these design things. Since this is not a touch screen, you want to do this design stuff in the app. I have to admit the app is a bit confusing. There's so much to do in there. Okay, in the design mode you can do animations, design, or LED text editor. Let's go with design. And then what you do is you choose your color, like this red, and you can just draw here. That's a really easy way to do pixel art. Of course, you can clear it all. You can like enter your initials or something like this. You can mirror stuff. Ah, that's okay. That's nice. This thing here, you can draw a line. You can move it around. Of course, you can. Oh, conflicts with your navigation button sometimes. You can fill it. You can draw quite nicely. This is the fill function. So I can see how people will get creative with this thing. And then you can upload this to their portal and share it with others. But I found this is a bit limiting, the amount of dots. Well, just let me count it for you. 14, yeah, it's 16. It's a 16 by 16 dots display, so this is really old school. And if you're into this kind of retro art, you might love this. But I don't think that's the main application of this thing. What I had in my mind when seeing this thing was if this has Wi-Fi built in and could display some values from the internet, like for example my subscriber count or video count or the Facebook followers you have or something like this, then this thing could have gotten really popular by this. But unfortunately, and they couldn't tell me this, but unfortunately this is not a standalone device. It only works over Bluetooth with your phone, with the exception of the storage card, which can let this thing act as a music player. Yeah, of course the other standalone feature is the little games that are on it, but yeah, the games will only be fun like 10 minutes or so, and then you get bored. Nowadays, 16 by 16, it's nothing like playing in 4K, I guess. So, a bit disappointed that it hasn't the possibility to fetch data from the internet over Wi-Fi. For example, it also would have been nice to receive internet radio just by using this device and not having to use the phone. So if I want to listen to my favorite internet radio station, which is The Point, WMCS The Point in Vermont. If you want to listen to your favorite internet radio, then you need a phone or a tablet or something like this with the app. Well, that's a bit of a downside. Yeah. And for the animations alone, you have to decide. I mean, it's a nice lifestyle gag thing you can have, and it has a cool appearance. We can all agree to this. This retro style, I kind of love it, kind of like it. Check them out. They have a few different designs, like bigger frames, picture frames and stuff like this, but all in their retro pixel design. So the color quality is quite good and the brightness. So I like this. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's really a bit confusing for me. Those are tools, so it's not settings, it's tools. in the tools you have this counter, and you can count for them or count for the red team. So blue team scores, red team scores. I mean, if you need this in your life, what went wrong with you? That's getting one of these absurd. Yeah, this is a stopwatch. I mean, yeah, it has a decibel meter, and this is funny. Yeah, it only goes down to like 40, but if you scream really loud, you can show how far into the red you get to. No, who needs this? I mean, seriously. Decibel meter and the timer. Yeah. So I think I'm not sure if I can cover all of the features of this wonderful device. Maybe this is just I like the design and get it stuff. It's not because of its functions. I can tell you this already. It's not a really good MP3 player, but it does play your music. Maybe we'll. One thing I found that using this music player inside isn't really nice because it doesn't know folder structures, so it shows all of your music at once. But of course you can also play your music through your desired MP3 app on the phone or on the tablet. And here I just use Google Music. Of course the loudness buttons work either way. And this is your play and pause button, loudness buttons, and we can advance songs with arrows. But that's basic MP3 Bluetooth speaker functionality here. So yeah, I think I will keep this review short. As I said, they talked me into reviewing this because I thought we can use this as a YouTube subscriber counter, which brings me to the most important portion of this video. Please subscribe. Don't subscribe for content like this. It will not be too much content like this on the channel, but for my drone reviews, for my cam reviews, and for awesome drone flying. I mean, yeah, awesome. So please subscribe. I want to hit that 30k subscription count soon. That would really make me happy. But as I said, if you're just in there for the music, I still can recommend you the Blitzwolf. Or if you can really spend some money, get one of this, but from Bose. It's, or Bose in German. It's really amazing how good the quality of this Bose things is. Okay. Thanks for watching this review. See you next time. Bye. Why not doing a size comparison? Because a guest just appeared in studio. So, whoop.